Alright guys, this is going to be a haul video slash review video. In my car, I was out of town all weekend, so I didn't have time to do this, and I stopped by a shop on my way to school, picked up some books, so I'll show those first and then get into my reviews from this past week. There's a mix of new stuff and old stuff in here, some Villains Month issues that I missed out on, and some other stuff. So, first of all, we got some older New 52 books, series that I'm playing catch up on. We got Justice League number 14 and Batgirl number 5, I want to say. Yep, Batgirl number 5. I love that cover. But two series that I jumped on late, so I'm trying to pick those up. Next, we have quite a few BPRD books. This is BPRD Hell on Earth Russia, number 4 of 5. I believe this is number 85 in the Hell on Earth. Yep, number 85. I haven't been buying a lot of Hell on Earth stuff, except the newer issues, but saw that for a quarter, so I couldn't pass that up. We got some more BPRD stuff here, some mini-series and one-shots, some pieces of mini-series and stuff. This is BPRD King of Fear number 1. All these were $1. Can't pass those up. This is BPRD Night Train. This is a one-shot written by Jeff Johns, which I have read. It was in the first BPRD omnibus. Got Lobster Johnson down there. I wasn't gonna go after all this BPRD stuff, but I've kind of since changed my mind, and I kind of want to put it all together in single issues. So we'll see how that goes. This is BPRD Dark Waters, one of my favorite BPRD stories. Also in that first omnibus, I want to say. And a great cover. Guy Davis artwork. Next, we have BPRD Killing Ground number 2. This is one that I am not familiar with. Maybe a newer mini-series, so I'll flip through this and try and decipher what exactly is going on. And then these are some newer back issues, like in the past few weeks. This book people have been going crazy for, so I decided to grab it. This is Catwoman number 23, Joker's Daughter's first appearance in the New 52. It's been selling out everywhere, so I decided to grab a copy when I saw it at the shop today. Next, this is from last week, but I heard it was a great Forever Evil tie-in, so I decided to grab it. I haven't been getting any of the Justice League Villains Month books, but this is the Secret Society issue. I forget whose video I was watching. Mr. CDC AMP's, I want to say. He was talking about how much it tied into Villains Month or Forever Evil and stuff. So I decided to grab that one. Next, two issues that I missed when they first came out. I hadn't totally committed to buying as many Villains Month issues as I am buying when they came out, so I passed on them. This is Green Lantern 23.2, the Mongol issue. I now have all 4 Green Lantern issues. And the Grodd issue 23.1, the Flash. So I now have all the Flash issues. I think the only Villains Month book that I really want that I'm missing is the Black Mana one. And I don't have any of the Justice League ones except for the Secret Society. I'm going to wait until those are cheaper. I don't care about those as much. So that's my little haul from today, and this is going to be all of my reviews. I'll start with the Villains Month books, and I'll try and go through these quickly. I don't know how much I have to say about them, but we'll see how that goes. First, we have Batman Superman number 3.1, the Doomsday issue. Not really a Doomsday issue, more of a Supergirl, Zod, Superman's parents, you know, a lot of other characters other than Doomsday. He's kind of just like shown in a few panels, but interesting story overall. But I don't like Brett Booth's art, so it makes me nervous about the future of this book. I think him and Jay Lee are going to be alternating story arcs, so we'll see. I don't know. We'll see where that book goes, but I'll be cautiously optimistic moving forward. Next, we have Batman 23.4, the Bane issue. Definitely a lead up to the Arkham War. Other than that, it doesn't have a whole lot of standalone value. So if you're like me and you're not reading Arkham War, I don't think there's any reason to pick this up other than collector reasons, wanting to have all 4 Batman issues, which is why I bought it. But not a bad issue, just not for me, as I'm not picking up that Arkham War storyline. I'm sure the Scarecrow one was the same way. Next, we have Ocean Master 23.2, another one I'm kind of lukewarm on. Awesome cover, though. they do a whole lot in this issue. It deals with Aquaman or with Ocean Master and Aquaman's time off, and that's interesting to see. They kind of build him up as this bad guy over the whole issue, and then something happens at the end that sort of undermines that, and it kind of cheapens the issue. So, I wasn't super impressed by it, but not a book that I didn't enjoy. Next, Green Lantern 23.4, the Sinestro issue. I was hearing that people weren't liking this issue, and I thought it was pretty good. I am familiar with Sinestro's origin, so I guess it wasn't totally necessary to tell it and also revisit it, so soon after Jeff Johns' run ended. But overall, I like the issue a lot. It's basically Sinestro's history told in chronological order by the Yellow Lantern, who's responsible for keeping the book of the Sinestro Corps. So, not a whole lot of originality, I guess, but I like how it was done. A book that I enjoyed quite a bit. One thing I do have to complain about is the art in this book. I feel like all the constructs were really, really complicated and hard to, sort of decipher what they were. But other than that, I don't have too many complaints about it. And my favorite Villains Month books, my favorite Villains Month book this week, probably top 3 as far as the whole month goes. This is Wonder Woman 23.2, the Firstborn issue. Definitely feels like just another book in the Wonder Woman series, even though there isn't Cliff Chiang art, but it feels very similar. Definitely an origin for Firstborn, and I like how it was done. I like the point in the story, which when it's told, it was time in the Wonder Woman story to get this origin, and I feel like this definitely adds to the overall Wonder Woman story. If you're reading that book and you didn't pick this up, I think you might miss out. I really think it's going to the next issue is just going to continue on from that one. And then those are all the Villains Month books. I have a few more here. I'm not going to talk about this one a ton just because there's not a whole lot to it. But this is Itty Bitty Hellboy number 2 of 5. Once again, another great story. They're like searching for Sasquatch and camping with Lobster Johnson. Great story. I think it's funny and definitely a book worth checking out if you like Hellboy and you like that sort of thing. Just not super dense as far as the story goes, but that's why I pick it up, because I know it's going to be that way. Next, I don't know how everybody else felt about this issue either. This is Rat Queens issue 1. I loved it. I thought it was hilarious. The art is fantastic, very similar to Fiona Staples, but I thought it was just great, really, really great overall. A lot more funny than I expected it to be. This little Hobbit chick is my favorite. I think her name is Betty. It's like super vulgar and just awesome. So I don't know if I'm going to be picking up the next issue. I might trade weight it. It depends on. I'm thinking I'm going to pick up Hinterkind, which is a Vertigo number 1 coming out this week, and I think I'm going to decide between that one and Rat Queens to decide which one I pick up in singles and which one I get in trade, just because I want to keep my pull list minimized as much as I can. Next, we have The Wake number 4 of 10. Another good issue, but as far as the grand, all 4 issues, I think this is the worst one out of the 4. Maybe that was because it'd been a while since I read an issue, because they took a week off, or they took a month off, but I like where the story is going. I've loved The Wake so far. No big complaints as far as the storyline, just this issue felt like a little bit of a drop. I like Sean Murphy's artwork, but in this particular issue, there were a couple instances when stuff was a little complicated and it felt a little overdone, and it took me a while to figure out what was going on, but I'm still interested in this story, and I'm still really interested to see where it goes. As far as the grand scheme of the whole story, no complaints for me. Issues 1 through 4 have been great, and I'm super pumped about that book. Even though I don't think there's very many people who aren't reading it, I feel like most people are. And my pick of the week, Wonder Woman. The Firstborn issue is probably the runner-up, but this is my pick of the week. This is Adventures of Superman number 5. Really fantastic artwork. That's the biggest thing for me. The cover is great as well. The cover artist did the first story, and then the artist who drew Why the Last Man, he does the second story. I thought they were both great. Both the stories were good as well. The first story is about Superman saving this little alien baby and protecting her, and the second story is not your typical Superman story. Doesn't have a happy ending. And I think that's why it really grabbed me. really stuck out to me. So this has been my favorite issue of this series so far. I think all 5 of them have been good. So definitely a book worth checking out if you're a Superman fan. Also, I think these are released digitally first, so you could also read them that way. But great book. Definitely my pick of the week. And that's that for my stuff, for my reviews this week and my haul. I missed a lot of you guys' videos this weekend because I was out of town, so I'm gonna try and catch up today, tonight, and tomorrow. So look for me in the comments, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. Thanks for watching.